Hello, complex numbers. Number 1, Cartesian form. Given the complex numbers u equal to 3 minus I, where I is a complex number, and v equal to 10 plus 40i, first part, find v plus 10 u bar, where u bar is the complex conjugate of u. And part 2, express v over u in Cartesian form, that is in the form a plus bi, where a and b are real numbers. So to begin with, let's see the numbers here. The number given here is u. First number given here is u equal to 3 minus I. And if you want to find the complex conjugate of this one, basically, if you have a number called a plus ib, the complex conjugate of this number is equal to a minus ib. That is from the theory. If you have a number a plus ib, we get its complex conjugate a minus ib. So similarly, for this part one, u equal to 3 minus I, and therefore u bar is equal to 3 plus I. That's the complex conjugate of u. And now we need to find out for the first part a v plus 10 u bar. So v is equal to 10 plus 40i, 10 plus 40i, and plus 10 times u bar equal to 3 plus I. So it's a matter of expansion here. 10 plus 40i plus 30, 10 times 30 plus 10i, and take the equal terms. 10 and 30 will become 10 plus 30 together, and plus 40 plus 10, 40 plus 10i. So the answer here is 40 plus 50i. That is the answer to the first part of the question. And let's see the second part now. In the second part, we need to express v over u as in the Cartesian form. So v is equal to, again, 10 plus 40i. So you put here 10 plus 40i divide by u is equal to 3 minus I, and then to make the denominator real, what we need to do is multiply by its complex conjugate. So we need to multiply by complex conjugate now to make this one real. So this one be 3 plus I is a complex conjugate, and you need to multiply by the numerator also. So once you multiply with 3, so 10 plus 3, 10 times 3 is 30, plus 10 times I, and plus 40 times 3i, 40 times 3i, plus 40i times I. So you have to find out I squared now. I is equal to square root of -1. If we multiply I by I, we get -1 square root times -1 square root, which is equal to square root of -1 to the power 2. So if you remove the square root, then you'll get I times I equals to -1. And then divide by this one. So 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times I, 3i, negative I times 3 is -3i, minus I to the power 2. So there's I times I squared, and this negative plus negative times positive is negative. And then now we have 30 plus 10i plus 120i minus 10 times 40 times negative 1 is negative 40, because I squared is negative 1, so get negative 40 there. Divide by, it's actually this 2 will cancel off. It's like a minus b times a plus b, finally become a squared plus b squared. Is the answer is a squared plus b squared, because negative I will become negative I squared will become, this one become negative 1, so we get 9 plus 1. It's like a squared plus b squared, whatever coefficient here will be squared, and put it here as a positive sign there. And then simplify further, negative 40 plus 30 will become negative 10, and then 10 plus 120 plus become 130i, divide by 10, and then further simplification will give us 10 divided by negative 10 by 10 divided to minus 1 plus 130 by 10 become 13i, so which is equal to a plus bi. In this case, a is equal to negative 1 and b is equal to 13. That is the answer to the second part of the question.